Live with me, Jenny. So today I'm going to try to do something a little different. I'm not sure if I will keep doing these, but I'm going to try to do a little bit of a weekly vlog. So this is starting Sunday, October 6th, and I'll let it run until this Saturday coming up. So right now, this week, I'm planning to keep working on these Twisted Bonds. I finished these Hollow Vows last week, and I'm about a quarter of the way through this, so I'd like to try to finish this and maybe at least make some more progress in it. Then if I finish that, I have the next book, Beneath These Cursed Stars, that I'd like to work on as well. And then the final book that I'm going to be reading is Fourth Wing, which I have also started. So I'm hoping to at least make some progress in this and these Twisted Bonds. If not, hopefully finish these Twisted Bonds. And then I'm also listening to Glow as my audiobook for my ride to and from work and on my walks with the dogs and all that sort of stuff, doing chores. And yeah, I will keep you all updated throughout the week as to what I read. I have finished a couple more books in the last couple days, and this is the last 4 books in the Time Warp Trio series, and that is Mio Maya, The Wild, the Crazy, Da Vinci, Oh Say I Can't See, and Marco Polo. So this is obviously a elementary / early middle grade series. They're chapter books with illustrations, and I was actually reading these for another video that will probably be posted either just before or just after this one. So yeah, because these finished it off, so I read those, and I did, of course, work a little bit on both Fourth Wing and these Twisted Bonds, as well as listened to some more of Glow. And yeah, so I'm pretty hopeful that I will finish at least Glow, Fourth Wing, and these Twisted Bonds this week. But again, we'll see how that goes. So I did a little bit of book gathering. I got one from the store, and then I went to the library for a few others. So the one I got from the store is The Last Dragon on Mars, and this is a middle grade, the first one in a series, and this is the Dragon Ships series. So basically the plot is that obviously this takes place on Mars, and when humanity went to space, they found out every planet, every star has a dragon protector, and Earth's dragon sacrificed itself so that the Earth was habitable. Mars' dragon, on the other hand, is not so happy about that. So this sounded like a really fun sci-fi fantasy mashup, so I got that. And then watching BookTube, I found several books. Only 3 of them came in on hold from the library, and that was Leech. This is, from what I heard, it's basically something that it's a parasite that takes over somebody's body, and that just sounded really interesting, and it kind of reminds me of Wilder Girls, which I really liked, as well as a little bit My Dearest Darkest. Then we got Immortal Dark, and this is a vampire dark academia, from what I understand. Basically, it's about this human girl who lives in a world where there's vampires, and her sister has either disappeared or been killed. Her sister, disappears. And so she goes to a college with vampires because that's where she suspects her sister is, and she tries to find her. So this one just sounded kind of interesting as well and fits the fall vibe. And then the final one I have is The Crimson Crown, and this is Snow White's stepmother, the evil queen. This is from her point of view. And the author here is the same author who wrote Malice and Misrule, both of which I really enjoyed. And of course, this is a different fairy tale, but again, from the villain's point of view. So I'm really excited to read this. And then book 2 is, I believe, next year. And that one is going to be The Witch Queen. So yeah, I'm definitely very excited to get into all of these. However, I do want to finish the books that, I said I was reading back at the beginning of this vlog. So yeah, I will be working through those and hopefully finishing them and getting into this little stack that I have. So it's now Saturday, and as you saw, my neighbors just up the street have put up their Halloween skeleton decorations, and they actually change it every year. Last year's was actually pretty funny. They had the big skeletons. They had, I believe, 3 of them. 4 of them, I think, is what they have. So they had one driving a tractor, like a lawn tractor. 2 of them in a little mini, trailer that you could haul, dirt in on the back. Then a 4th one watching. And then they had the little mini skeletons that you saw that were being chased by one of the big skeletons this year. They were being chased by the lawnmower last year. And then the puppy dogs are a new addition. So yeah, I always look forward to seeing that particular house because they do make quite funny displays for Halloween. And yeah, so to get into what I read, as you saw, I read the last 4 books in the Time Warp Trio juvenile fiction, elementary fiction series. Then in Fourth Wing, I read about 200 pages. I got to page 268, and I started at like page 70-ish. So I got about 200 pages in Fourth Wing. Then in These Twisted Bonds, I got to page 167, I believe is what it was. Yes, 167. And I started out on page 70, so I got about 100 pages into this book. And then I did make some progress on a manga series that I've actually yet to mention on this channel because I was waiting till I finished the whole thing. But I read volumes 6 through 13 of Dr. Stone, and I read those on the Shonen Jump app. That's one of my favorite apps that I have on my phone, other than Goodreads, of course. And yeah, I've been enjoying that. And so unfortunately, I didn't complete a whole lot this week. Well, I guess I kind of did because that was 10 books with Dr. Stone and Time Warp Trio that I completed, but they were all under 200 pages, and of course Dr. Stone being a manga doesn't take me that long to read a volume, so it really doesn't feel like that much. But yeah, hopefully next week I'll be finishing at least one of these 2 books. Oh, and I will definitely be finishing my audiobook of Glow because I'm down to 3.5 hours left in that, and I started this week with, I believe, like 10 or so hours, so I did get a good chunk of that done as well, but again, not completed. So yeah, hopefully next week that will definitely be finished in that vlog, and then hopefully, like I said, I can finish one of the 2 other books, and then I can show you all some new books. But until then, as always, thank you for joining me here in the Book Cave. And if you like this video and want to see more bookish content from me, go ahead and hit that like button and hit the subscribe bell, and you'll be notified every time I post a new video. And I will have my Discord linked down below. And I will see you all next time in the Book Cave.